Time is fleeting, the undead are creeping. The horde is not so charming and quite disarming. Let's see what's so alarming this week on Hapless Heroes.
Certain webs can definitely inspire me.
Hello and welcome once again to the Hapless Heroes. My name is Dave, and I will be your host and dungeon master for this evening's carnage.
What up, Dave?
He said carnage.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, we've been talking
Foreshadowing.
They came for blood.
Great.
So, to get us into this, we're going to introduce our cast. I'm going to start from my right this time. We have Phil as Hedrick the Entertainer.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to ask you to grab your belongings and follow the sounds of my sultry voice. We are making evac immediately. Let's go.
To his right, we have Mike as Lord and Captain Quinn Southwind.
Quinn Southwind and the Hot here to help.
To his right, we have Francesco as the fabulous Felix Fizzlebottom.
Alarm! Alarm!
To his right, we have John as Lord Jarrell the Light.
That's not the agreed upon signal.
And to his right, we have Zach as Paradil Lincolnwoods.
I'm just going to start cracking my whip. You can either start building or evacuating, up to you.
Okay, so as we last left off, there were some patrols going out to sort of check the area for scouts, as we understand that that the approaching horde is close at hand.
Probably hours
It's close
away.
approaching, yeah.
We thought it was hours away, but yeah.
They're here.
Does not seem to be the case. But the machine is built, right?
They are building currently.
They are building.
We need to buy time to build the apparatus or like the container essentially that we're putting all these people and strapping it to the airship and floating it away.
I thought it was going to take them a couple hours, and we were doing the perception checks after the time.
Yeah, I think we
We're
had
doing perception checks at times, and I was counting
Right,
down.
so
It's
it
been
wasn't done yet.
It's been about 3 hours.
Okay,
I
so
think.
the kids we're protecting are building a machine to transport the civilians out of town.
Yeah, using magic and artifice to do it pretty quickly.
Yeah, it looks like a big human egg carton, basically.
I think that's kind of what we described it as.
They were like half planning on just dragging behind the airship.
Yeah.
We're gonna need some talented artist to draw us there.
Just dragging a giant egg carton behind an airship.
Yes. So, several hours before the horde is scheduled to arrive, Slim Shady finds something.
Yeah. Well,
does-
from a nat 1
or do they?
perception check.
They're convinced that they've found something.
Yeah, an alarm is being raised
The alarm is being raised.
by Felix.
Felix, and
Oh,
you
it's
are.
not-
How are you raising
is
this
awkward.
alarm again?
Through Slim Shady's voice.
Through Slim Shady's voice.
My voice through Slim Shady's body.
So to the outside.
So it's this gazer, literally with,
Yeah.
with Felix's voice shouting, "Alarm! Alarm!" It's like floating around, just chomping around, like just drooling everywhere, just screaming alarm.
This is absolutely incredible. So it's lighting up the night sky all around it.
It might have fired off a couple I-beams, yeah.
Yeah, it seems to be big and obvious, both in sound and in looks.
Mm-hmm.
Do we hear the actual evacuation signal?
Okay, so is anybody below ground with the civilians?
Yeah,
Phil
that's,
was,
that's
yes.
me. I'm rounding them up. I am just trying to get them all together, so as soon as we can go, we can go.
Fantastic. Quinn, what are you up to right about now?
I'm trying to remember. I think I was decorating.
I do see some things about decoration.
Yes, I was
that
making
sounds right.
sure that there were purple
Quinn and
streamers
two
everywhere.
automata. Let's see, purple and red ribbons.
There it is. Yep. I'm surprisingly remembering that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I forgot the kids had built these, like, essentially the automata of the actual people who lived in this town.
Right.
The
And they were-
Doppelpopolis.
Yeah, the Doppelpopolis.
Yes, in Doppelpopolis.
Right, but Jarell is obviously terrified to be working alongside him.
I
so
can't be
he's-
terrified, just really weirded out.
I can't. He's never going to forget to bring that up.
For those at home, Jarell is unable to be afraid.
Yeah, immune to being frightened.
Right.
Immune.
Yes, even when something probably should frighten him.
Immune. That's what it means, right?
Yeah.
I'm just reading the character sheet. That's what it says.
It's great. Well, so you're obviously not scared by this alarm being raised.
No.
No, but let's see.
weirded out.
Quinn is near the airship. Jarell, where are you right now?
I was kind of patrolling around with probably just some of the crew.
Okay. And Paradil, what are you up to?
I think you allowed me to build that automated whip cracking device, and I am putting the finishing touches on that and setting up by the automata who are building the human egg crate.
Okay.
To try to make him build faster by
Yes.
just cracking
So-
the behind
Listen,
them.
I can't cast any spells to, encourage
Improve
or
this, right.
enlighten or what was it? Inspire. I can't inspire the automata like by magic, but hopefully this whip will keep them on tempo for their building.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pharaoh don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So since Quinn and Paradil are near the airship, I would like the two of you to make me a perception check.
Oh, good. We're not even going to resolve my alarm either.
Well, we'll get there.
Oh, my, Quinn.
Wow, first roll of the
So
night.
Quinn,
That's a nat one.
Hold on.
What? Oh, you're going to cash in Bardic Inspirations there?
Yeah.
All right, nice. Well,
Great. That was
6 before.
That was a 17.
okay, with a 17, you do hear the alarm very faintly from outside.
Wait, the Aquan alarm?
no.
No, just the
Yeah.
Alarm!
yes, the panicked voice of Felix, whose inert form is over here with you guys anyway, coming from outside in a very worried, almost Tom Kenny as SpongeBob kind of voice. Now, Jarell, I'd also like you to make a perception check. It's going to be at a different.
Yikes.
That classic Jarell perception of a 3.
Yeah. So you are unaware of the alarm.
Sure. Probably for the best anyway.
Yes.
Did anything happen to me because of my nat 1?
No, you're just really self-absorbed right now.
And that's a surprise.
I will take
Right
it into
now.
account. I'm going to take it into account when someone tries to get your attention.
Okay, all right, cool.
Uh-huh.
He's in the zone.
I was
Don't
like,
go
wait,
near him.
right now?
Don't go near him.
So, Felix,
I need more purple.
you are raising the alarm
Yeah, through Slim.
through Slim.
While the real Felix is just sitting, like, probably standing somewhere near,
Yes.
hopefully near people with his eyes rolled back in his head, just like, pretty much dead to the world.
Okay, so you're still actively raising the alarm.
Yeah, but then, like, okay, if it's been a few seconds and I keep shouting alarm, Slim's gonna keep looking around now. Can I confirm that I have a visual on something now?
Slim is going to need to make an investigation check.
Ooh. Shit.
You failed the first one.
Shut up. Why does it have
Is
to be
going to
investigation?
have to make an investigation at disadvantage.
Why does it have to be investigation, Dave?
And a disadvantage just
Yes.
because.
Because now you're not perceiving, you're following up on something.
Oh, good. Well, that's going to be a 0.
Wow.
Things are all messed up. You're not really sure where this thing is.
Oh, I-beams are continuing to shoot out then.
Yes.
Just like fucking lasers just flying
The
through
tall
the sky.
grass is disturbed by the wind.
I'm putting on a laser
could
light
be any
show.
number of
Yeah,
things.
I'm literally
Yes.
putting on a laser light show. It's only got 4 eye stalks, so
Yes.
it's not tremendous, but it's enough to cross a few beams here.
Confusion is one of the rays, if I'm not mistaken.
It is dazing, fear, frost, and telekinetic.
Oh.
Roll a d6, please.
A D6.
Yes.
3.
3. So down the list, what's the third one?
Oh, yeah, I would roll a D4 for that, but it's frost ray.
Frost Ray. Fantastic.
Target must make a dexterity saving throw or take 3d6 cold damage.
Jarrell, roll a d20.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh god.
Unmodified, no score. Just roll a d20.
Who is that? 14?
14. A shot whizzes overhead.
Now I'm aware that Slim Shady is freaking out and shooting laser beams
now
all over.
you are aware that Slim Shady is freaking
Great.
out. And I want to pause from there and go back to Paradil.
Yes.
You've heard the signal. What
I
will
did.
you do about the signal?
I will say, what is that?
Are you saying that to no one in particular or to anyone in particular?
I guess to myself. I'm confused by it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do at this signal because
We're
it
supposed to
seems
signal
like-
the Pregnart, and
Yeah.
he does the Aquan. I guess.
Okay. right. Should I roll for history to see if I recall that? Because I certainly
First,
didn't.
I would like you to roll for history to see if you recall that.
Hey.
That is a 20.
20.
Unnatural.
You absolutely recall that. I would also like you as Pregnart to make a perception check from the airship.
In the bubble bat.
That's perception from Pregnant?
Yes, from the airship. So this could be a stretch.
That is a 6.
No, Pregnart is calmly taking a bubble bath in the airship, unawares of what's going on.
Passive perception of 10?
No, that's not going to do it. But we'll get back to him because I want this to kind of go on and build up for a little bit.
Just a pile of failures in our
Yeah.
now.
Start stacking them up.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hedrick,
Let's get hapless.
What are you doing right now?
Well, I'm trying to scan this cavern, and I want to first know whether or not the stairs I descended from are the only entrance and exit.
That would be an investigation check, and I'd like you to make that.
Very good.
That would have been a helpful question to ask before.
Okay.
Oh, dude, what is that?
13?
Oh, okay, good.
They are the only exit that you can see.
Okay. Well, I will try to at least communicate to the people there whereabouts we are building this apparatus, how we need to get there, and in what fashion we're going to be doing that. Trying to expedite the process as easily
You're giving
as
them their
possible.
emergency escape plan.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dropping the things that are going to slow you down or possibly block up everybody else behind you.
Dude, put it into song for them. That's
Wait, before
remember
we
that.
get into the song, how are you broadcasting this to everyone? Just through your voice, or are you using the pot of casting?
It's been a day.
I could be doing the pot of casting. This is going to work with a team, so I feel like I want to save that pot of casting for when it's time to go. I can alert.
Makes sense.
I can alert my team as well as everybody else.
You have the amplifiers at least. You could just play them a little ditty.
For right now, I think I am recruiting handfuls of what appear to be responsible people and going to alert the outer sections that are furthest away from me, trying to get all the furthest most people close to the entrance and get them ready to go.
I'm ready to listen to you.
So yeah, I guess I am playing something for them.
Okay.
I have to figure out if I've got something I can use or if we're going on the fly.
Ooh, on the fly.
All right, folks. You, and you. I need you for a sec. All right, I can play this one, but I just need a little backup. All right, just follow my lead.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ba-bum, 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 ba-da-ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-bum. 2 long months of work and play. Time for hotness to save the day. The mega project can't be beat. Zero's gonna lift us all off our feet. So take it up, bow, bow, take it up, bow, bow, but ooh yeah, we're going up, bow, 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 take it up, bow, 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 bow.
I think I got that right.
I mean,
That's the song.
Amazing.
I've got the second verse and the bridge.
That was perfect. Holy shit. All I gotta do is mix that a little bit. It'd be amazing.
I wish I had more musical talent. Like, you guys are awesome.
I'm so proud of all of you.
That is on the fly, and that was awesome.
Especially the fart at the end. I hope you all noticed.
Right. Yeah. Really tied it all together.
I'm pretty sure the people got it at this point. You know, they definitely know what's up. That was a route. I mean, if I was in the audience, I would be moved by that.
Does he still get inspiration for every song? Because I think he still should get
I don't know.
It's absolutely granting inspiration.
It's almost like we expect it now.
Well, we've also been rolling like shit, so you know what?
We'll take all the
Something should go
inspiration.
right.
If I'm
One
not
thing.
going to give inspiration for an impromptu a cappella performance, what do I give inspiration?
Thank you. I'm privileged and very grateful.
Oh my God, Phil. I'm so proud of you.
That was awesome.
Yeah, once we're in the air, we can get the other verses. Don't worry about it.
Time is money, people.
All right. Stay on time.
All right.
Chip, chop, chop, chip.
Let's see. I feel like getting back to Paradil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here I am.
Now,
Is your whipping machine working yet?
yes, that's what I think I'd like to explore next. Is the progress of the whipping machine.
Oh, I stepped in the way of it. Oh my god.
What would be your check for crafting something?
I would say that's
In that
carpenter's tools. I don't have proficiency with carpenter's tools, so
Do you have tinkers as well, or just the carpenters?
Yeah, your proficiencies are on the front.
And you got smith's
do I?
tools
Left
as
side.
well.
Oh yeah, no, I have proficiencies with carpenter's tools.
Oh, well, fantastic.
So let me roll the big guy. Since
What,
this is
what
the
a-
oversized clockwork device.
What ability is he tying to that? It has to be
Well-
an ability score that's tied to his proficiency, essentially.
Well, then I would like you to justify what that's tied to. Is that you being dexterous, strong, or intelligent, or perhaps wise?
I'm gonna say intelligent
Okay.
So you add your intelligence bonus and your
proficiency bonus.
proficiency to your roll.
Okay.
Yes.
That's how the tools work.
Carpenter's tools. Carpenter's tools go. That's 19.
19. You have successfully crafted the whipping machine.
But does it make the automata from Dopopopolis
Animal
work
handling.
any faster?
Well, you would have to test it rigorously to find out.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
Whoa! 2 songs in one episode?
That's a great song. I'm going to
Mad
review
Men.
that one.
I love that. I love that so much.
That was the only song possible at that point.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Go forward.
When the undead horde is strong, you must whip it.
Maybe Paradil is inspired.
Wait, should I have some sort of check for if it actually inspires the automata?
No, I will make that determination should the situation arise.
And I think we're using the word inspire incorrectly. I don't think a whip inspires people.
No.
Motivate, maybe.
It's not hitting them, it's just making the sound behind them.
Sure, again, not inspiration. Motivation,
How
maybe.
close behind?
Certain whips can definitely inspire me. I'll just-
If you know
I
what
feel
I'm
like
saying.
I feel like you'd have to retool it into a different kind of whipping machine for that kind of inspiration among the automata.
Can do.
Do we have any access? Do we have any access to black leather?
Oh wow.
If this is the kind of machine we're making,
You need to be more specific.
Have you ever seen Burn After Reading?
Yes, actually. Oh damn. Okay.
All right. Anyway, yeah, the whipping machine is built.
okay.
crank
Yes,
it
and
up.
we'll just assume that it's that kind of whipping machine.
Yeah.
We don't. So I like how
Humane
we
than the other kind of whipping machine.
see. We still have no idea what kind of whipping machine it is.
I'm thinking like a blender, like a kitchen tool.
I wasn't sure if it's a
meant to just.
reciprocation.
It's really just meant to hold the whip and to whip the air, not
Let
to
me
whip,
check the whipping machine.
not to whip actual individual automaton.
Unless they're
So it's just it's keeping them on beat. It's like
But does it crack the
Oh, yeah.
whip? Okay, it's not just revolving,
It's
just
like
flapping.
yeah, but it's like
against
a
the-
whip metronome. It's essentially what it is.
I'd say it's like a self-reloading trebuchet, if you will.
Yes,
but
that's kinda
instead
how I
of-
imagined it,
But instead
right.
of launching things, it just cracks that whip.
Perfect.
Jarrell, you've just had a laser shoot over your head.
I'm going to wave my arms at Slim and say, "Stop firing! What are you doing?"
I saw something, an alarm, then undead
So,
here.
Does Jarrell hear Felix yelling like way
No,
behind
you
him?
hear Slim yelling it at you.
in your voice.
Yes.
Okay.
It's with the Eldritch Invocation of Voice of the Chainmaster.
What did you see?
Danger!
Will Robinson.
Jarrell is going to start.
Felix, I would like you to roll a persuasion.
Oh.
Oh, I can use that at least as Felix, so.
Yes.
I feel like this is one of the times where I don't want to roll high. That's going to be 21.
21. Jarrell, just a quick insight check, please.
Oh, God. Comedy of errors here.
Yeah, 4. Yeah, 4.
Something is wrong.
Charge, Jarrell! This is your job. I'll be right behind you.
Jarrell is not, because he's still a little confused exactly what we're looking for. But he's going to start marching down the street.
I'll point in the general direction, and you'll see that Slim's eye stalks fire in 4 different directions ahead. Okay. It's in the north.
Jarrell is going to turn back to Slim and say, Felix, you're in there, right? Should we tell anyone else?
Yeah, this is me talking to you, buddy.
Right.
I'm shouting alarm. What more do you want me to? Oh, right. Hold on a second. And you see like Slim's eyes kind of do like a full rotation on the inside of her head, like the big eye in the center. And then it's just Slim again, and it just starts gargling at you in an unknown language. And then I'm going to go back to being Felix. And then start yelling alarm to these guys. Danger! Jarrell's going in!
Wait, how are you projecting it to them?
I feel like I was sort of...
He was close to them.
I was more close to my party.
Okay.
And only sending Slim out scouting, so I'm probably close to Jarrell and Quinn right now.
Paradil and Quinn?
Or Paradil and Quinn.
Okay.
excuse me, yes.
So you're recalling your presence back into Felix.
Can I make a request? It might kind of an odd request, but I pictured Jarrell was patrolling with like 3 red shirts.
I will grant you 3 panicked red shirts.
Awesome.
Because I feel like that's a good plea, and I'm a benevolent dungeon master, and I will grant you 3 panicked red shirts. They are flipping their shit.
Okay.
They
Jarrell.
are prepared to be like eaten. They're running around with their arms in the air like wacky wavers.
Do they not have weapons?
Like, they have weapons. They're not grabbing at them. They're just flailing in the air, running in erratic patterns.
Jarrell is going to use, I guess, charisma persuasion. He's going to slam the sword of justice against his shield and says, "Ready, men! It's time for battle!"
First, I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, against what?
We'll find out.
It's not too bad. 19.
You narrowly avoid being run over by a panicking red shirt.
Okay. But can I rally them?
Yes, now you can attempt to rally them.
That's not good. 12.
A 12, and that's what, a persuasion?
11, yeah. No. That's super low for me.
Yes, it is.
Their persuasion roll came up a nat 20. They see through you. They are unconvinced by your attempt to rally. And they see that you're truly as panicked as they are, and they redouble in their panicking efforts, screaming louder. And Felix, I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw now as well.
But I'm not near Jarrell. Slim is. Oh, God.
Oh, you're right. So just make one for Slim, by the way.
Sure, why not? Even though she could
you're
fly
correct.
over their fucking heads.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be 21.
Oh, yeah, she definitely floats over the heads of the rampaging idiots.
Yeah, the I-beams probably stop shooting now that I'm not controlling the actions.
Yes, the I-beams have stopped shooting, and because I didn't check against them earlier, because they weren't there until they were suggested to be there, they weren't hit by any rogue I-beams.
Okay. Nor were any undead, right?
I'm not telling you.
Oh, damn it.
Quinn. Your self-absorption, I'm sure, continues. You're continuing to decorate the airship, correct?
Yes.
Can I get you to make a performance check?
Sure.
This motherfucker is sitting here decorating while I'm shouting alarm.
Yes.
be a 13.
A 13. Your arts and crafts are only so-so, but no one has the heart to tell you.
That's okay.
Because you believe they are the greatest, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because they are.
But since no one is really fawning over how good your art is, I feel like you can make a perception check to see if you hear any of this caterwauling going on.
Yeah, I do. Sorry. 19.
A 19. Good. So now you are aware that something is amiss outside.
Something is afoot.
What's a foot?
Well, not my hand.
No, that's your hand. Well, what's a foot?
Something.
It's about 12 inches.
Things. Something else is 12. No,
Listen, there's danger. Quinn, there's danger. Alarm.
Samsonite! And my purse of inflatable tubes bursts forth from my
What happened?
briefcase in front of me.
The inflatable tube man.
Oh,
My
okay.
purse of inflatable
That was the triggering word
Right.
for the inflatable tube.
Samsonite.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the command word for it.
Okay.
So now there's a wacky inflatable arm flailing tube man coming out of a briefcase in the middle of town.
Okay, when I get back to you, I will ask you what the end goal of this wacky waiver is. We're going to put him on ice for just a second.
I heard danger.
He
Yes.
heard there was danger, and his
He heard
first
there
thing
was
was,
danger,
let's make something
and
else a target.
Yes, he made a very dramatic gesture, and I like it, and I want that to hang in the air while we look over at Hedrick. Now, let's see, you had just made that good performance. You're kind of getting everybody queued up. It's taking a little longer than I think a round would to get it done.
Yeah.
I feel like you're doing a pretty good job of that. You can make a perception check, though, to see if you can finally start hearing about this going on downstairs.
That's a 13.
A 13. Off in the distance, maybe off to your right, you see something shoot up out of the crowd and start waving over people. You're not sure what it is.
Did it look like an arm or like an article of something?
An article of red. The wacky waiver was red, right?
Well, hold on. He's underground.
I'm
Quinn's
underground.
above ground.
Oh, no,
I'm-
you're underground.
Yeah, my perception would probably not be that great. or
No,
something
then
all the way up there.
you didn't see that. I
Yeah.
thought you were getting closer to the airship. That's
cool.
my fault.
No worries.
No, if you are above ground or underground, then 13 wouldn't really perceive you anything. It's just kind of quiet. People are being fairly orderly.
Yeah, I'm thinking at this point, I am trying to get people ready and all ready. If you're ready, start going up the stairs. Do not leave past this point. And then I have somebody stationed down the stairs.
So they're waiting somewhere partway up the stairs.
Yeah, I mean, I want them to be within sight of the door,
Okay.
but far enough back.
Okay, so...
Because that's what I pictured, a very long set of stairs to
Yes.
get down to this cavern,
Right.
and then there was some sort of entrance. that
You
we
want
could-
evacuation to be expedient, but you don't want them to be like right next to the fucking door should something open it from the other side. Right.
So at this point, I'm probably moving deeper into the cavern, into the whatever central main street of this little township,
Okay.
and trying to like continue that song, continue to get people moving in one direction and preparing
Fantastic.
and communicating with whoever I designated to help me spread the word.
All right, good. Paradil, you've got your whip cracking machine up and running. Now, let's see. Felix, you had just raised the alarm near here, hadn't you?
I
Sort of in
raised the
this-
alarm near the automata,
Okay.
where Paradil and Quinn are.
Yes.
I am telling them that there is reason to be alarmed. Seriously, guys, like there's danger to the north. Like, let's go. Like, what the fuck? Wait, Quinn, why are you decorating the airship? There's no time.
Yeah, what is the progress of the people mover?
Do you try to gain the attention of the Pregnard alarm again?
Yeah, well,
I see you're having a crisis.
Oh, god damn it.
I think you have to
Have
introduce
you
that.
considered ignoring this problem until it goes away?
So,
No, he
Says
doesn't. That
The
thing's
clip
a
of
pain in the
annoyance,
fucking
which
ass.
has popped into the air next to your head while you were unaware.
So the clip of annoyance
has suggested, yes, has loudly
has appeared again.
Has appeared again,
The
and
thing
has,
that has bound to my soul and is a constant annoyance to me.
yes,
So it's aptly named.
And we keep forgetting to use remove curse.
No, we've tried.
No, we
Doesn't-
haven't.
No, we have. It doesn't work.
It does not work.
The first roll was bad.
It does not work.
and the clip of annoyance has recommended that you ignore this problem, and it will go away.
Okay. And are you going to prompt me to roll, or should I just mention that myself?
Well, what do you intend to do?
Yes.
Well, there's only one thing I can do.
It's either resist or, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you go along with it, I don't think you need to make a save, you know what I'm saying? But like if you resist, like,
Well, don't I always have to roll for?
Only if you
Only if
resist.
you want to resist.
Yeah.
like it's usually suggesting it's always there to suggest a unreasonable course of action. So like if you believe that also to be unreasonable, you need to save.
I thought the thing was that the clip of. I don't know what's going on.
If you want to
I'm
resist it,
confused.
you have to roll.
Yeah. If
You can choose not to resist it.
you can choose
Oh.
you can choose to fail any save at any point in time whenever you want.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to choose to resist it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. That's an insight check always, right?
That is an
Intelligence.
intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence saving throw. Okay. That's a 10.
That is a 10. You do not feel compelled to trust it.
Okay. Now, what is the progress of the people mover?
The people mover is. This is the first time someone's actually asked about the progress of the people mover. It is about 70% complete.
Okay, Parallel is going to try to jump in and use his strength and intelligence to help the automata just move large things and help it go along.
Make things more efficient.
Expedite things.
The clip of
Expedite.
annoyance hovers in place over where he was when he made the suggestion,
Sure.
and sulks for a moment after you've run off, yet vanishes in a puff of smoke about 10 seconds after you leave where it was standing.
Good.
And so you are now attempting to help the construction of the airship.
Yes.
Make another check with those carpenter's tools of yours.
Okay. And that was intelligence check plus
Yes.
proficiency.
'Cause
That's a 22.
22. Okay. The airship will now be ready in a half hour.
All right. The people move.
Good job.
Wow.
Or,
people
yes,
move,
the people
yeah.
mover, and namely the people mover's interface with the airship, will be ready in a half hour.
Okay.
The people mover is ready to start seating immediately, should you choose.
Okay. Wait. The real people are all above ground, right?
All
No,
the real
underground
people-
with
Underground.
Hedrick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
He's been queuing them up a little ways down the stairs.
Okay. How far away are they?
How far away are they? From the airship, you are.
Well, from the people mover.
Yeah, the people mover and airship, because you are essentially strapping it to the bottom.
Yeah,
of the
at this
airship
point, I'm
by
pretty sure the
cables.
airship is now
By-
hovering directly over the.
I believe it was 4 steel cables. I would have to check
Yes,
my notes,
it
but I
was.
did write that down.
I made sure to mention that they were going to be steel cables because
Yes.
I'm not going to count on rope right now.
Jarrell does have a shit ton of rope.
I don't care.
So you can now choose to start boarding the people mover.
Everybody board onto the people mover. Let's load them and lock them. Everybody. All right.
I imagine it's like a chain thing where like you yell it down to Hedrick, and then Hedrick
Yes.
then relays it down to the people.
So
Verbatim.
Yeah.
we will get to Hedrick hearing it, as we go around the table. But Jarrell,
Oh boy.
let's see. You are also convinced that something is amiss here. I think we have declared this to be north of town.
Okay.
Well, that's where the horde's coming from, so you know.
Yes.
Jarrell's going to use Divine Sense.
What does divine sense?
Sense is desecrated, consecrated, undead, celestials, and fiends.
Fantastic.
And Fae.
Go ahead and what's the range?
60 feet.
60 feet. Okay. You divine sense, and you find nothing.
Okay. Jarrell will start trying to direct the red shirts, I suppose, back towards the ship.
Okay. Because they were very unconvinced by your demeanor earlier, I'd like you to make another persuasion check too. Or, well, you can choose to make a persuasion or an intimidation check to get them back in line.
Now, they seemed terrified. They don't want to just run back to the ship.
They're inordinately terrified and thus running around in circles, but they are resistant to taking any orders right now.
Damn red shirts. 20!
20 on, what was that? Was that an intimidation or a persuasion?
Oh, that's a persuasion. Jarrell doesn't use
Nat
intimidation.
20.
That was a nat 20.
Nat 20.
Oh, good. You bring your speech around and tie up all the loose ends on your previous unconvincing attempt and turn it into a rousing speech worthy of the opening of Patton.
And and as we're getting back to the ship, Jarl's continuing, and that, men, is why we all must fight together. And just continuing on.
Oh, so you take them back to the airship.
Yeah, I'm taking them back to the airship. But
Okay.
I'm trying to, like, I'm not necessarily berating them, but I'm not feeling them, making them feel bad for being afraid. But of course, you know.
Okay. So you are now convinced that there's nothing based on that, though. Because you're pretty convinced after you listened to the alarm from Felix via Slim Shady.
Jarl's still convinced, but he realizes that he's not going to necessarily be able to. Well, he doesn't want these red shirts to just randomly die without having to put up a fight. So he's going back to get the others. I mean, Slim didn't want to go back. Like he doesn't.
I've kept Slim patrolling out there. That's the whole point. Like that,
Yeah.
Okay.
She is like watching the perimeter. And
Okay.
I just pop into her every now and again.
Good. I would like Slim to, because I think we'll move around towards you and Slim. Can Slim make a perception check?
Sure.
It's time to kind of reset this.
11.
11. Slim senses nothing peculiar in the area.
So I thought I had saw something. I'm going to be on high alert,
Okay.
but I'm not going to be. I'm gonna stop panicking.
Okay, that's very Metal Gear Solid of you.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, I'm just like, I'm looking around with all Slim's eyes, just like, all the eye stalks are just like pointing in all different directions just to see if I can like.
Oh yeah, no, I can see the cones of view coming off of it.
Right,
in my
exactly.
head.
Yeah. So that's what's happening, and
All right.
and Felix is back to going into his like, catatonic self, just as I'm controlling
Okay.
Slim's brain.
Quinn, you see Felix go back to catatonicness, and you hear nothing else about this alarm. But you also see Paradil rush off to finish actually helping with the airship instead of just making it pretty. Or with the
Wow.
airship plan.
That was yeah. That cut deep.
I know, I was a little passive aggressive.
All of a sudden, a huge
haven't had
awning
coffee.
poofs out of
I was
thin
gonna
air and
ask-
casts shade over Quinn.
I was gonna ask if the streamers were done, but now I feel like
Oh, they're done, and they're blowing around, and they are casting a tremendous shade.
I love it. Purple and red, right?
Yeah, you have successfully branded this this rescue effort.
Phenomenal.
You do hear Paradil, while working on the airship, say that you could start loading passengers, but the passengers are nowhere near you at this time.
Only from boarding groups 1 and 2.
What is it? Delta First Class. Delta. I don't know
Wow,
what they're
dude.
called.
Wow. you can't even. You
Those
can't
special
even relate.
people that. Yeah, I can't. I'm always in like section D or.
Yeah,
9 or-
boarding group X.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous. I'm just standing there staring. Meanwhile, most of my section has already boarded because they don't pay attention to that shit anyway. And I'm like the one of 4 people just standing there. It's awful.
'Cause you're,
Anyway,
you're an honorable person.
I am going to, I think, take this time to go down and see if Hedrick needs help. As in, like,
Wow, actually help him and not like just try to be the hero yourself. Look at this guy.
This is real growth.
I'm not a total dick.
Well, it's useless to make it look
That
all
is
pretty if nobody
debatable.
sees it.
But I really am
I think you
getting
meant to
a
say-
vision of myself at the door just like greeting them as they come in so that they see my face. That's my motivation.
Okay.
I don't say this. I want people to think that I'm actually being helpful.
So you get to the door, which, by the way, is closed.
Sure, I open it. Oh, wait.
It doesn't have a handle.
I'm going to knock.
What's the pattern of your
Yeah,
knock,
how are
though?
you going to knock?
Were we supposed to knock a specific way?
Were you supposed to knock
I
a specific way?
don't know.
Just give him the old shave and a haircut.
Can I do a history check to see if I remember?
Just give him the old shave and a haircut.
I'm gonna do like
At the end of that cacophony, the door opens.
Okay, cool.
It does ring hollow for a good 3 awkward seconds before it creaks open on mostly, but not completely silent hinges.
So what do I see, I guess? Like, do I see people? Do I see Hedrick?
You see a darkened hallway with some lights down it. I imagine there's something a little more advanced than torchlight, but not much more advanced, because it needs to look kind of dark in here. It seems fitting for this sort of hallway to an underworld.
And there's nobody in it?
There's nobody immediately at it, but about 100 feet down the stairway, you see Hedrick. Hedrick's gone further down, so you see the first of the orderly automata, who look very much like Flynn and Fletcher's mom and dad.
Okay. I approach said automata.
You do approach said automata. Hello!
It is time to bring the citizens of this fair town to safety.
Then time it is. And they start marching up.
The automata?
They don't even go down to tell anybody. They just start going up themselves.
No, they start going up, and the people behind them in queue start following.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. No, no.
I was just like, oh, okay, don't help me.
Automata are quite British in their ability to queue.
Okay, that's very true.
Hedrick. Nothing immediately is happening around you, but maybe make a quick perception check, since you're sort of down at the bottom of the stairs now, I assume.
Ooh, yeah. 19 plus 2 is 21.
A 21 will definitely see people starting to proceed up the stairs in what was previously a stationary but orderly queue.
All right, everybody, I think we got the signal. We are ready to move now. Drop everything you have. We need to go now. Don't dawdle. Let's go. Guys, you got to get those group over there. Are you folks over there? Come with me. All right, let's go. And I'm just going to start ushering everybody in.
Ushering everybody in. That sounds fantastic. Since this isn't exactly initiative order, I can call it a little more time passing. We're going to say this is about 5 minutes, so we're about 20 to 25 minutes from the airship being ready to go.
Okay.
And Paradil, we've come back to you. You're hammering away at the airship.
Knock, knock, baby.
If we want to continue this timetable, you sort of have to continue working on it.
I'm
It's
working
your
on
sort
it.
of primary thing. But as a secondary, are you doing anything else while you're doing that?
Oh, probably whistling while I work.
You're whistling while you work.
Probably take a
Fantastic.
wild guess.
Whistling anything in particular, or just
Um,
kind of, whistling?
I'm whistling May by Herb Alpert in the Tijuana Brass.
I love it. We'll cut in a whistle rendition of that later. Right then was
Very nice.
Something like that.
All right, we'll move it along to Jarrell. You and your now very faithful red shirts.
Oh, okay. So now that they're ready to actually go patrol again, because they were cowards a second ago. That's what I
They
was
were
trying
cowards
to avoid.
a second ago, but they've totally they've bought in 100% on Lord Jarrell.
Do I have two
You are
more?
the most inspirational leader you've ever seen.
Just arm
No,
them.
you only have the 3 unless you go all the way back and spend this kind of block of time recruiting more.
Well, that's why I was headed back, because I was going to drop them off and get better recruits.
Wow.
Well, because if Jarrell walked,
But you know what? Sure, you can do that.
walked back, right? And he was trying to recruit them. I rolled a nat 20 on that.
Yeah.
And I saw that nothing happened after the alarm, so I'm going to go back out and continue investigating until I can see what the hell the alarm was
Well,
about.
the last 20 I remember from you was inspiring these current troops.
To go back, yeah.
Well,
'Cause
they were going back with you.
Right.
So if you and the troops are going back, if you are now going to proceed to roll to find better troops than these guys and leave these now very intensely personally loyal red shirts.
If that's the
in
case,
dust,
if I realize that they're
if that's what you're
personally
going
loyal,
to do, I feel like you have seen rapt admiration before. You've done it quite a number of times, being a holy man yourself. So I feel like you would recognize that from people just following you in a queue or something.
Okay.
They're more than just following orders. They're in it. They live for the cause now.
So I've actually got them like working together as like a small unit.
Their unit cohesion could probably still need work, but they're true believers in Jarrell.
Okay, but they have their swords out. Do they have weapons?
Yes, they each have a simple short sword and like a very plain buckler.
Okay. Well, then, if I realize that the alarm was at least not currently an issue, I'm going to continue to patrol the area like I was supposed to be doing before I was distracted by this.
Something to think about before I get back to you, Jarrell. If you so choose, you may name your red shirts if you want to keep them.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
Just a thing to think about.
Oh, but
while
do
we
I name?
kind of move things
If you
around.
name the red shirt, then it's just
We already named a few. We do have Sweet Andy and Squeaky Joe.
Yeah, but
and,
Yeah,
I mean-
these are not Sweet Andy and Squeaky Joe. These are
Oh,
locals.
can they be?
and the turtle formerly known as Slippery Pete.
All right, so we've got new red shirts, huh?
You have new red shirts should you choose to keep them, and we'll take care of what they are and what they do later. But if you want to name them, we'll do that kind of off. You can do that while we're kind of rotating around. But Felix, so you are back in Slim Shady, and you are back to patrolling.
Yes.
Good. I'd like you to make a new perception check on your patrol. So this is not necessarily in the same space you were.
Modified 20.
A modified 20. You sense a sort of ruckus to the south.
To the south.
Immediate, like directly south, maybe 200-300 yards south of where people are loading into the ship.
Slim's gonna immediately. Well, actually, no, that's closer to where I am. So I'm gonna slip back into Felix and check that out.
Okay, so you are going to head down there yourself.
Yes.
It's a couple hundred yards. I'll say, yeah, you can do that in this amount of time. And I'd like you to make a personal investigation check now that you're here.
23.
23. Oh, yeah. It looks like some of the tall grass around here in the area surrounding town has been scythed down pretty roughly. And it seems to be going in a straight line back to the ship. Or back to the ship in the where the people are loading. And from there heads due south.
Huh.
You kind of came at it from the side while you were sort of working your way around town.
I'm gonna pop back into Slim and relay this message as she's flying towards where my location is. So she's gonna give the message in passing through my voice to everyone here.
Okay, so last thing you guys know is something may be heading from the something was heading in a north-south line, and it shredded down the grass pretty roughly. But Quinn, we're getting around the table to you, and you're the first to hear it.
Well, so right before I hear that, I am greeting people as they walk up. Lord Captain Quinn Southwind, hero of Teldoria.
Like literally slowing the process
excuse
down.
me. Giving a speech, don't interrupt.
Image obsessed, this guy.
Lord Captain Quinn Southwind, hero of Talduria, It is our pleasure and our honor to save you today.
What's Quinn's intelligence score again?
Above average.
Like slightly above average.
That checks out.
Slightly.
But
Great.
so while you're doing that, I would like you to make a perception check.
Sure. Ooh. 21.
21. So there are a couple of red shirts that are sort of helping sort of keep order and keep a queue as people go on the airship. And you are immediately sprayed in the eyes with gore as one of them is exploded outwards toward you.
Egad.
And before we roll initiative, I think that's where we're going to end this episode on what we like to call in this industry a cliffhanger.
Being covered in blood?
Yes,
That's how you're going to end this. Me covered in blood.
yes, because that's compelling cliffhanger.
It's all over your ribbons.
You were making the art before, now you've become the medium.
So if you like us, and after what I've done to you all, if you don't like me, I understand. But if you are one of the sort of masochists that follows our podcast, and if you do like us, we can be found on the internet. We're in such places as both Twitter and Instagram at Hapless Heroes. We're on Reddit /r/Hapless Heroes Podcast. We're even on Facebook. Search Hapless Heroes Podcast. All of those places have links that will take you to what we consider to be the crown jewel of our internet presence, our Discord server, where you can meet and interact with us on a daily basis. We're there to talk D&D, we're there to talk real life, other games, sports, and other things, and just about anything in between. Now, if you really like us, leave us a 5-star review on the podcast service of your choice. And we are on just about every service where you can get podcasts. I could go through them, but I'd inevitably forget one, so why bother? If you're listening to this, you already know where to find us as a podcast, and you know how to
Just,
find
you know, if
podcasts.
you feel compelled to say some nice things about us and in the form of a 5-star review on whatever those platforms are, it would really mean a lot to us.
It would.
Say some nice
And-
things back to you.
Yes, if we do get it, we will read it on air, and we will give you credit and give you the love you so generously deserve for giving us and any kind of love. It's fantastic. Thank you very much. Now, if you really, really love us, you can donate to our Patreon, patreon.com/Hapless Heroes. Yep, there it is. And we have various levels of donation and various levels of perks that come with it. There's access to such racy things as tasteful nudes and such things as racy nudes. And
I love it that it's never died. We continue to advertise it, yet it's
I've just been sitting on
No
all
one
these
in their right
nudes.
mind
Like,
would ever cash in on this.
Got them all collected. They're perfect. They
I'm ready
really
and
are.
willing.
But people in their right mind have cashed in on other things, such as Hoblet's Notebook.
bloopers.
Yep, bloopers, and even contributing storylines to the podcast at the higher levels.
At the higher levels, you can actually download schloopers in addition to the bloopers.
Yes.
That's where the real
These-
comedy gold lies.
One of these places the bloopers is available is a special channel on our Discord server for those of you who contribute to our Patreon.
Not the schloopers, though.
Yes.
And if you like us right now, you like us, Sally Field, and the whole deal, build yourself a time machine and go back to 1994. Yeah, that's right, the golden age of those little stringy braids we all called rat tails. And take a trip down to any sort of elementary school or middle school, and especially in Florida, I would assume, and snip off those rat tails from unsuspecting people and attach them to a nice robust suede jacket. You have to get like a few hundred of them to properly fringe out the hems and linings of the suede jacket, and embroider on the back the name of our podcast, Hapless Heroes Podcast, and just wear it around for I guess another 22 years, and that's when our podcast will finally premiere
32.
in the prime timeline. That is if, of course, any of your actions do not butterfly affect our podcast out of existence, and we'll have a 22-year head start on marketing. Thank you.
I had a rat tail.
Holy shit.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yes, folks, as a public service announcement, the 80s was between 30 and 40 years ago now. You all feel old. You're welcome. And
I feel like
leaving that off-
94 was like a nice sweet spot for the rat tail, though.
Did you say 84 or 94?
94, I would say.
Oh, I thought you said 84.
I heard 80s at the beginning, but
I said 94.
I have to sort of detach part of my brain.
Maybe I said
while that's
84.
going
No,
on,
you
or
said 90.
I'd get sucked all the way in.
I did mean 1994, if
Yeah.
I didn't specify that.
That would make more sense since I had a rat tail. I would have been 10.
Yeah.
Anyway.
In 1994 with
My
your
mom cut it off. I was mad at her.
Your
Snapping
mom
back
did you
to,
a favor.
Yeah, well, yes,
Or some listener who disguised themselves as your mom, boarded their time machine, and snipped off that rat tail.
Oh no!
And still wearing it.
That's actually how you ended up on the show to
Oh
begin
my
with.
god! I'm connected in very, very multiple ways.
So I guess in this timeline, our show is not butterfly affected out of existence.
No,
Out of
I mean,
existence.
if that's the truth, yeah.
No, just marginally improved by it.
Yeah.
It's my truth.
I mean, I'm just glad that my rat tail was used for the promotion of this podcast.
I am too.
Or so they say.
I'm going to squeeze
okay with
words in edgewise to segue myself into outroing our cast.
That's my
starting
favorite way to
from
squeeze
my
words in.
Left. Starting from my left, as paired to Lincoln Woods, we have Zach.
I like to squeeze words in. I am more of a middle piece person than an edge piece. So middle wise. Oh, all right.
Leftwise from him, as Lord Jarrell the Light, we have John.
Until next time.
To his left, as the fabulous Felix Fizzlebottom, we have Francesco.
I'm sorry, I really lost control of myself there. I will stop shouting alarm.
To his left, as Lord and Captain Quinn Southwind,
Covered in
Mike.
gore. I need to fix this. I need a shower. I need something.
And to his left, as Hedrick the Entertainer, we have Phil.
All right, folks, let's get the show on the road. Let's boogie. Let's mosey on down the trail. Pick it on up. Let's go. Keep moving.
And my name is Dave, and I have been your host, Dungeon Master, and Cliffhangerator for this episode. I will see you next time when we resolve all this tension with combat.
Glorious combat!
Yep. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
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 Goodbye. Goodbye.